Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Before I get started with this, a quick note. First of all, it's raining today, so I'm going to try to make this pretty quick. Secondly, if you guys listen to Law 16, I stated in Law 16 that Law 16 and Law 18 work very closely together. So Law 18 is, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. When feeling threatened, the natural instinct is to retreat into a quote-unquote fortress of solitude, trusted inner circles, or silence. However, it can be argued that withdrawal cuts you off from crucial information, isolates you from allies, and makes you an obvious target for enemies to study and overthrow. So, what are the key concepts here? Use the crowd as armor. The safest place is often right in the center of activity. Mingling with the crowd and engaging with allies acts as a shield against enemies. As you make it harder to target and allows you to blend in. There's also loss of perspective. Isolation causes a breakdown of social reality and rational thinking. Without continuous, first-hand exposure to what is going on around you, you begin to rely on limited feedback, which leads you to strange and dangerous decisions. And then finally, there is loss of power. True power comes from other people and social interactions. Disconnecting from society severs you from the very resources and networks that sustain your power. Let's discuss a couple of historical examples quickly. Let's talk about the first emperor of China. He became so paranoid that he built a sprawling labyrinthine palace and hid away, traveling only in disguise, isolated from his ministers and the reality of his empire. He was easily manipulated and died suddenly, entirely alone. And then there was King Louis XIV. Instead of shutting himself away in isolation, Louis XIV practically forced his nobility to live with him at the Palace of Versailles. By keeping the palace perpetually crowded and busy, he was at the absolute center of all activity. He stayed aware of every rumor, tracked every rival, and prevented anyone from having the privacy required to plot against him. So how do you apply this? Rather than retreating when facing pressure or political threats, remain accessible. Resist the urge to lock yourself away, force yourself to mingle, expand your network, and engage with different groups. Become the center of action. Ensure that you're in the flow of daily activities and conversations so that you can detect plots, rumors, and threats before they materialize. And finally, seek out allies. Gathering varying perspectives from a wide range of people rather than relying on a small biased inner circle. That is the general idea of Law 18. As always, if you'd like to discuss this, feel free to leave a comment or join us in the live streams and we can discuss anything. As long as it stays respectful, decent, and it's not super interruptive, I'll discuss anything with you guys. I highly recommend, if you haven't, go back to my channel and watch Laws 1 through 17, because that will make what I'm saying today make a lot more sense. Hope everybody has a good day.